opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. And they're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. The return man, Ty Johnson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
To throw on 2nd down, Bass. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. Running left, it's Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
To throw. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now here's Johnson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A handoff, Fournette running left. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. A handoff to Fournette, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this one is right through, and that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Six nothing our score after 1.
Steelers 6, Browns nothing.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon, and he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Leonard Fournette. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And his kick here is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. Earlier earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
To throw on third down, Bass. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Now it's Mixon running right, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down, Bass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bryant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll set up to throw. He's got a first down past the 30, and he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Fournette, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll run here with Carter. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision. Just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
They'll go with a keeper. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
16. Browns, nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bass. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bass. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Calais Campbell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
2nd and goal. At the Steelers.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the run. Watch the run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, were they about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run with Fournette. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2nd and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He'll look to throw. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And some room to work. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Bass.
That's caught by McMath.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Throwing on 1st down. Bass. This is caught. It's Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
6 more yards. That's another Browns. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Buying time. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and this was truly...
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. Hey, I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war.